Paraguay is a landlocked country in South America, bordered by Argentina to the south, Brazil to the east, and Bolivia to the northwest. Under Paraguayan territory lies one of the world's largest reserves of fresh water, the Guarani Aquifer. And thanks to the huge number of rivers, streams, and lakes, to its subtropical climate, and the unique geography, Paraguay is one of the least likely countries to suffer from natural disasters. By contrast, Paraguay's nature is among the lushest, most beautiful, and unique ones. In 2013, the United Nations rated Paraguay as the least violent country in Latin America. 78% of the total population is within the working age range. Over 84% of the population is under 60, and the literacy rate exceeds 94%. Many things are known from this country. Paraguayan women are beautiful. We have a taste for sports and outdoors. And we love good music and entertainment. But what you might not know is that Paraguay, its world's 10th wheat exporter, in fact, is the only tropical country that exports this cereal. Its 8th largest beef exporter. Its world's 4th largest soybean producer. Has the 3rd largest fleet of barges in the world, only behind USA and China. It's the world's largest producer and exporter of electric power. It consumes only 13% of all the energy it produces. It has the most stable currency of the Americas. It is the second country with the highest return on investment in Latin America. In 2013, Paraguay achieved an economic growth of 14.5%, the largest economic expansion in Latin America and the 3rd fastest in the whole world. Do you want to know more? If the abundance of natural resources, environmentally clean and renewable electric energy, mostly young population eagerly open to training, stable macroeconomics, strategic geographical location with free access to Mercosur, and the region's fastest return on investment still makes you wonder, then you might find this very interesting. Not only Paraguay has the lowest tax burden in the region, but also it has unique advantages and strong incentives through an established legal framework. Important laws have been enacted and are now in full force, like the law of public-private partnership and the law of fiscal incentives for foreign capital investments. The law 1690, for instance, states import tariff on capital goods. It's 0%. VAT on capital goods purchased within the country or abroad, 0%. Tax on foreign remittances and payments of capital, interest, and fees, it's 0%. Tax on dividend payments and sending profits abroad, 0%. Okay, now that you have a glimpse of what it is and what it's got to offer, don't you think it's time to discover South America's best-kept secret treasure? This is Paraguay. More than 17 contracts for major public works with a total estimated value at over $1.5 billion shall undergo international public tender this year. All of the projected works have a 20 years time horizon, and with these projects, we are aiming to organize the development of infrastructure and transportation and logistics services, to promote an effective multimodal integration, to diversify our logistics corridors, to develop programs for future infrastructure investments through public-private partnerships and concessions, to set up international corridors, and to implement a bioceanic corridor. More than 800 kilometers of improvements of the current road infrastructure, nearly $1 billion investment through public-private partnerships or via concession. An extension of 1,000 kilometers. The works to be carried out: opening and maintenance dredging, improvement of signaling, improvement of support systems for navigation. Almost $400 million of investment. Comparative advantages of the airport network in Paraguay. Airports in Paraguay have an annual operating level of 98% due to the optimal weather conditions, flat topography with no more than 100 meters above the sea level, equidistance to the major cities of South America. Our main objectives: to modernize the air transportation system by granting the operation of major airports to the private sector, provide a world-class service within the regional hub concept for the transport of passengers and cargo. The total railroad length is 44 kilometers, double track. Electrical system with third rail. 5 terminals. The expected demand is over 50,000 passengers per day. Over the next 5 years, we are planning to invest around $7.5 billion in infrastructure works. Considering that the average public works investment the last 12 years was below $180 million per year, this is remarkable and is for sure a new rump for the development of Paraguay.